Welcome to Jen's Daily Dish. Today we're going to be making one of my very favorite breads, challah. It is eggy and sweet, and this recipe gets it so right you will never want another challah. Because challah, yes please, one of the greatest breads you'll ever see. Braided, so sweet, Let's make it now and then let's eat. Apron on. All right, let's get started. But before we do, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Jen, challah is a complicated bread. There is no way I can make that. I'm going to show you how easy it is. Literally, you put everything into the bowl, you mix it up, it kneads it in the machine, or you could do it by hand, and then we're going to braid it. And if you don't want to come along the ride with me on the 6-strand braid, which is not as complicated as it sounds, just make a 3-strand. Heck, just make it into a loaf. You could do that too, or make it into knots. It's actually really easy, and this bread is just so delicious. 3 egg yolks. Save the 3 egg whites you did not use for a yummy egg white omelet. 3 whole eggs. 1/3 cup vegetable oil. 1/3 cup cold water. 7 3/4 cups all-purpose flour. Wait, what? 7 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour? Do they even have that at the supermarket anymore? Well, they do. It's probably about 1/3 of a bag of flour. It's a lot of flour, but we're making 2 loaves, which is going to be great because you can put one in the freezer, you can share one with your friends if you want to, or you could share it with your family, or better yet, make challah French toast the next day. 7 3/4 cups all-purpose flour. 1/2 cup sugar. Tablespoon salt. 1 tablespoon and 2.5 teaspoons yeast. Mix on low for 3 minutes. Now that it's come together, and I've been sure to shove it down to make sure it's getting all of the flour and the goodness that's at the bottom of the bowl, we're going to put it on medium speed for about 5 to 6 minutes, or feel free to knead by hand too. That's always the fun part about baking. And then we're going to let it rest for an hour. It should be a nice, smooth dough. And because I like to, we're going to knead it for just a little bit and then put it back in the bowl and cover it with plastic wrap and then let it rest for an hour. And then an hour later, you're going to put it in the refrigerator for an hour, and then we'll be back. It feels very soft and pliable. It's not so sticky. See my hands? Feels great. All right, into the bowl it will go, and cover it. Let it sit at room temperature for 1 hour. Ooh, look at how much it's puffed up. Fantastic. Into the refrigerator for an hour. Out of the fridge. Got really puffy. Woo! Look at that! Oh yes! Because we're making 2 loaves, we're going to take this out and divide it into 2. It's like a drum. If you don't have a silicone mat like I have, Go ahead and get a surface a little bit oiled. Split in half. We make this into 6 pieces. Don't worry if your pieces of dough are not the same weight, size, etc. It's gonna work out just fine. We're gonna roll each into a rough log and we're gonna cover it. Let the logs relax for 20 minutes. It is time to make the strands. We're going to take each of the logs and make them each 20 inches long. All right, we've got our 20 inches. Let's go. I can feel that they are puffy. There are places in them, like here, I can feel air. And I think that's the yeast eating, and that is okay because it's going to make it a deliciously light and fluffy bread. Now that you have your 12 20-inch logs for the 2 challahs, what we're going to do is we're going to gather it into 2 separate sections of 3. So 3 on each side, and they're going to crisscross over each other and then placed in the middle, sort of like a regular 3-strand braid. It's not that complicated. Keep your eyes open. Pinch your 3 sections together, just like that. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Pinch the next 3 strands together. Now pinch them together. Separate your strands. The whole principle is left and right, and they crisscross and go left and right, alternating times, and then going in the middle. Outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside. Look at the beautiful 6-strand braid. Move the loaves to a greased baking sheet or to parchment paper. Cover with plastic wrap for 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and then we're going to bake them. Halfway through the rising time, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. At the end of the rising time, your 2 challah loaves should have almost doubled. Whoa! Look at that! Look how beautiful they look. You'll notice this end might be a little bit wider than this, and that's okay. And I may have had some braiding issues here, but look at how beautiful they look. They're going to be so good. Mix 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of water together, and then I'm going to put it through a tiny strainer. This is actually for tea, but I'm going to use it for this, to get out any of the clumps that you might have in the eggs. Brush the tops with the declumped egg wash. This is going to make it nice and shiny. Into the oven they go. They should be a rich golden brown. Check on them. The internal temperature should be 210 degrees. And they should also make a hollow sound. Yes. Time's up. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look how beautiful those look. All right, temperature should register about 210 degrees. It is inching up there. Let's take them out. They're very brown. Oh my, they look beautiful. If you could only smell my house right now, it smells heavenly. They should also make a hollow sound. We're gonna try that. Hot. Okay, so let's see if we can hear hollow sound. Oh, it actually does sound hollow. Can you hear that? it's hollow. Let's let them rest on the baking sheet and we'll be back to try it. This is truly a heck of a lot of challah. Look how beautiful they look. Look at that braid. Can tell that this one, the braid is looser, so it kind of expanded in a different way. Still absolutely beautiful. Should we have a taste? I think so. Let's see, I always like the ends. Let's cut in. Oh, can hear the knife. Perfection. Let's take a look. Smells divine. There is nothing like fresh bread, especially challah. Smells so good. The outside of it, can hear the tapping. It is nice and brown, and you can see it here. The outer crust is going to have a little bit of a crunch to it in the most perfect way possible. And the inside is very light and fluffy. Let's take a bite. Let's tear a piece off. Oh, look at that. Look how perfect that is. This is so good. This really is the perfect challah. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. This recipe is dead on. It is hearty, but not too hearty. It is light and fluffy without being too light and fluffy. And it is eggy, but no, without being too eggy. It's also slightly sweet. I have had challahs before where they are not sweet at all, and so they don't hit the mark. And I've had challahs that are just too sweet. This is perfect. If I can do this, I mean, seriously, this, a 6-strand challah. Yeah, if I can do this, you can too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family so they too can make challah. Right one in that group gets to go out and party. I think I've messed up. Did I mess up? Well, we're going to do it this way anyway, and we'll check our work on the next one.